Next, we can discuss the consumer price index number, and it is otherwise known as cost of living index number. That is consumer price index number or the cost of living index number. And this consumer price index number, that is which shows the average change in prices paid by the consumer. This consumer price index number shows the change in average price, the change in average price which is paid by the consumers, and it measures the changes in the cost of living of a particular group of people on the basis of their consumption. That is, this consumer price index number or the cost of living index number shows the change in average price, the change in average price that is provided by the consumer for consuming a particular commodity. And that representation, that is if a person's if the person's willingness to purchase a commodity which represents the average price, and by considering this average price we can consider or we can calculate the change in cost of living, the change in cost of living associated with a particular group of people, a particular group of people, a particular group of people, because different people consumes different commodity and in different proportions. That is, different people purchases different commodity, and that commodity is being purchased by those people in different proportions. So by considering this willingness, or by considering this consumer price index number, we can calculate the taste of a particular group of people and how those people living by using the consumption of such commodity, and thereby we can calculate or we can find out the attitude or the consumption pattern of different group of people, because different people consumes different commodities in different proportions, because there is no exact equality between the consumption that is done by different peoples. That's what we are discussing through this consumer price index number. And next, we are going or we are moving towards the construction of this cost of living index number or the consumer price index number. What are the major steps that we used to follow while constructing a consumer price index number or a cost of living index number? The first step is that decision about the class of people, scope and area. First step is to construct a consumer price index number which is related to the decision about the group of people, decision about the people, scope, and area, scope and area. This one is the first step while considering or while constructing a consumer price index number. That is the first step is to decide the group of people on the basis of which the cost of living index number or the consumer price index number is constructed. Second one is the scope, that is the importance of such index number, and third one is the area in which the consumer index number is calculated. These are the major, that is first step in the construction of this index number, that is the people needs to be considered while preparing a consumer price index number. And the next one is to find out the scope, that is we need to realize the importance and the scope of such index number. And third one is to consider the area in which the index number is going to be constructed. By considering this area, that is the rural area and urban area, in the case of rural area and urban area, we may needs to construct different index number or different consumer price index number, because the cost of living is entirely different from this rural area from urban area. Thereby, we need to differentiate the same. And in the case of the scope means the importance of such index number. Why we are constructing that index number? In order to realize the cost of living of that particular group of people. Thereby, the standard of living of different people are different in every respect. That is, the standard of living is entirely different from one group of people to another group. Thereby, this needs to be considered. And next one is the class of people. Class of people from which we are constructing the index number. That is the first step in the construction of index number. Second step is to Second one is the decision about the items to be selected. The decision about the items under consideration. The decision about the items under consideration. Under consideration. That is decision about the items under consideration, which means that this index number is calculated on the basis of their consumption pattern. And at the same time, the people's consumption of various commodities. So one group of people may consume commodities like X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z. Another group of people may consume the commodities like A, B, and C. And another group of consumers may consume like commodity 1, 2, and 3. So, different people consumes different commodities. Thereby, the index number constructed for this particular group may not be applicable to this group of commodity. And that index number is also not useful for calculating the cost of living in the case of the commodities like 1, 2, and 3. So, here decision about the items under consideration, which means that on the basis of which commodities we are constructing those index number. For example, like consumer goods and producers goods. Consumer goods and producers goods. Producers goods. Consumer goods and producers goods. The index number used for calculating the consumer goods may not be used or cannot be used for constructing an index number in the case of producers commodity. This is a typical explanation. So the decision regarding the items under consideration for the construction of index number needs to be realized before constructing an index number. This is the second step. And third step is to conduct the family budget inquiry. Conducting the family budget inquiry. Conducting family budget inquiry. Family budget inquiry is nothing but the realization related to the income of that particular group of people. Income of that particular group of people, that is conducting family budget inquiry, which means that conducting various surveys related to the realization of the income of each of the family. That is family budget needs to be calculated. Only on the basis of that we can construct the index number, because it represents the purchasing power of that family or a group of people. Thereby on the basis of that we can construct the index number. And next one, price quotation. Next one, price quotation. Price quotation, which means different market may show different prices for different commodity and even for the same commodity. So here obtaining price quotation in the sense that obtaining price quotation which means we needs to obtain information or we needs to obtain data related to the market price of those commodities that we are considering for the construction of this index number. Because if you are considering a particular commodity and whose price may be entirely different from each market, from that of another markets to, thereby the simple representation of that price change or that price is required to consider while constructing an index number. Thereby all markets cannot be used for studying the same. So for the purpose of study on the basis of convenience, we can take only the representative part of those markets. Thereby we can calculate the index number. That is the next step while considering this or constructing this index number. And next one, obtaining price quotation. That one, price quotation is there. And next one, for selecting the base period and the proper weight. Selecting the base period. Selecting the base period and proper weight. So as in the case of index number, different statisticians or different economists considers the base year in a different way. That is a base year for a person may not be the same for another person's too. So it may this base year may be different from each person or from one person's to another. And at the same time, the proper weightage, which means that in what segment or which component requires a proper weight, whether price and quantity. Whether price requires a proper weightage or the quantity requires a proper weightage needs to be considered while constructing an index number. That is, selecting the base year is another step, and at the same time we need to consider in which segment needs to get proper importance, like the proper weightage. That is another step. And next one is the selection of suitable methods for constructing an index number. Selecting suitable methods for the construction of index number. Suitable methods for the construction of index number. Methods for the construction of index number. That is, which method we are required to follow for calculating this index number, like the aggregative expenditure method or the family budget method. That is, in the case of this methods of construction of this index number, we can use either aggregative expenditure method and family budget method. Second method is the family budget method. So on the basis of which we can construct the index number. And in the case of this weighted aggregative expenditure method, that is like sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into 100. This is a weighted aggregative expenditure method. Weighted aggregative expenditure method. And in the case of family budget, method, the formula is sigma IV divided by sigma V. Sigma IV divided by sigma V, where sigma I is equal to, that is not sigma I, here I is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. P1 divided by P0 into 100, that is here sigma IV is there, and in this equation I is equal to Pi divided by P0 into 100, and here V is the weight. V is the weight associated with the same, and here that is again equal to P0 Q0. P0 Q0. These are the weight used for the construction of this index number. These are the major steps needs to be considered while constructing an index number. Next one, the utility of consumer price indices. The utility of consumer price index or the cost of living index. The usage of or the utility of consumer price index number. Consumer price index number, the utility of consumer price index number. First utility, it is used for wage negotiation and wage contract. This consumer price index number can be used for wage negotiation and wage contract. Wage negotiation and wage contract. This is the first usage of this consumer price index number. Second usage, used for wage policy. Price, rent, taxation, etc. That is wage policy, price policy, rent policy, and taxation policy, etc. This cost of living index number can be used for preparing wage policy, price policy, rent policy, taxation policy, etc. Next one, used to measure the change in purchasing power. Used to measure the change in purchasing power. Used for measuring the change in purchasing power of a particular currency. And next one, used for analyzing market for particular kinds of goods and services. Used for analyzing the market. Market for goods and services. Market for goods and services. That is for analyzing the market for goods and services. And the last usage, it is used for estimating the real wages of workers. It can be used for calculating the real wages. of workers. So these are the major utility of this consumer price index number or the cost of living index number. First one for the preparation of wage negotiations and wage contract, and second one for the policy of wage fixation, price fixation, rent fixation, and taxation. And in the case of for analyzing the change in purchasing power of foreign currencies or domestic currencies. And next one is the for the purpose of analyzing the market for specific goods and services. And last one is to realize the change in real wages, or the calculation of real wages also can be found out by using this cost of living index number or the consumer price index number.